All right. Good morning, everyone.
Couldn't be cute.
My name is Heather Fisher, Chair of the Historic Preservation Commission. I call the meeting to order. It is September 20th, 2022, and it is 8 a.m. The first item on the agenda is approval of meeting minutes for August 16th, 2022. Any comments or questions?
I can make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second that.
All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign. Okay, motion approved. The second item on the agenda is a historic overlay district review of property 426 on 7th Avenue South in the Island Park Historic Overlay District. And I'll hand it off to Luke. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioners. Good morning. Luke Marmon with the Planning Department. Item 2, again, is a historic overlay review for 426 7th Avenue South in Highland Park Historic Overlay. To give you some context with aerial imagery, we have Hawthorne Elementary, 7th Avenue South, 8th Avenue South, and then 5th Street and 4th Street surrounding this block. The applicant is proposing a 26-foot by 26-foot garage on the south side of the house, and at the end of the driveway here, if you can see the cursor on the screen. This is from the street view, some context photos. This is subject property in the middle, the White House. And then another one from the street. Again, this is looking at it from the north side of the property. A little more of the east side, east facade of the house. On top, another one of the east side, looking at the driveway specifically. And then on the bottom, you have the south facade. Here's a couple views of the backyard where the garage would be located. And currently it's just open space. And here's some existing the proposed floor plan and site plan here. You can see the existing house drawn or outlined, and then the garage proposed in the rear. This is a 2-stall garage, and then again, accessible from the shared driveway on the east side of the property. Here's some elevation drawings of the proposal. This is white vinyl siding proposed, and the proposed materials of the siding and roofing material are intended to match the existing house. Then additional spec sheets and for doors and windows are provided. Otherwise, in the packet, you have some of the siding and roofing materials shown. The applicant, Anthony Khaled, is present and here to answer any questions. And that concludes staff's presentation. Thank you.
Any comments or questions?
Are you gonna get started this fall, or are you gonna wait until the spring?
I guess that depends on the concrete, but our plan is to start this as soon as possible.
Well, I have a couple of comments. The Island Park overlay, the Island Park overlay design requirements call for two things. First of all, in general, a roof pitch of 6/12. And although most of the houses in the district have roof pitches that are steeper than that, that's what's in the regulations. And you're calling for a 4/12 pitch for the garage. And I'm wondering if it would be possible to increase that roof pitch to more closely meet the standards for the district.
So I guess cost is kind of what's driving that, just because everything will be more expensive because there'll be more roof, and so that's what's driving the 412 roof pitch. And then it seems like I did see a couple others in the neighborhood that would have been, a lower pitch like that.
Yes, that's correct. That over time, although originally this neighborhood and the other older neighborhoods were composed of fine houses, well maintained, over time, without any
Guidance.
restraints, people have built a lot of different things. And one of the interests in making the overlay districts is try and recapture the historic character of neighborhoods. And the other comment I noticed, the garage door is 18 feet wide, and the accessory structure requirements are garage doors not exceeding 10 feet in width. And I noticed the garage right next to you has two garage doors that appear to be 10 feet wide each.
Sure. You know, and that's the same scenario, just that paying for one 18-foot garage door is a lot cheaper than paying for, you know, pretty much everything that's on this garage, the cost is driving force on it, I guess.
Any other comments from the commission?
Are you willing to consider making a change?
You know, I've talked to the homeowner about it, and like I say, I mean, he just doesn't have the extra money to spend to do it, I think, is what he's telling me, so.
The difference between two 10-foot doors and one 18-foot door is what?
I guess I don't have that exact number right now, but,
Well, since we're here, why don't you give us a ballpark?
Actually, I could probably give you more. I do track that, and a generic Menards door is for a single 18-foot door would be about $1,600, and a single 9-foot door is about $900. So there's a slight savings in.
And then-
$200.
Yeah.
well, that's, yeah, and that's, like he said, an uninsulated door. This is an insulated door, and then also that doesn't take into consideration the installation, 2 doors versus 1. So, I mean, I would guess it's probably more like $1,000. And then, yeah, and it might even, might even be more because if I put 2 10-foot doors in, depending on how you move them around, sometimes you have to do porthole framing if the wall, if the walls get too narrow on the sides, but it just depends on how it's laid out, I guess.
Do you know offhand what the pitch of the home is on the roof?
I guess I'm not sure. It was certainly steeper. Yeah, I mean, that must be maybe a 10-12 or a 12-12.
And the owner is not here, correct?
Correct.
Well, I think issues like this are important, and so I will make a motion to deny the application as submitted and request that it be resubmitted to meet the design standards of the overlay district.
I would second that.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, same sign? Okay. The motion is not approved, so maybe our recommendation would be to go to the homeowner, maybe do another cost estimate with those changes, recommended changes.
And so the recommended changes were the 2 garage doors and the roof pitch.
Yep,
So the roof pitch
Comply
to
with
a
the standards.
612.
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
We didn't touch on any actual finished materials. Is that something else we would want to address? Just so that he can come in? Or are we okay with the finished materials as?
I guess I didn't have a problem with finished materials.
The profile seems adequate.
Okay.
That's the big one, I guess. for me,
More
profile.
appropriate than the house, actually, so.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other business? in the city? Okay. With that, the meeting is adjourned. Well, our next meeting is going to be October 18th, 2022. Thank you.